Hello and good day, welcome. So here's a very interesting story connected with the WHO as well, which is very unusual because I am actually quite surprised to hear that the WHO, the WHO, not the band, have been pushing UK government. They've been putting pressure on the UK government. The story's in the Guardian, so take it or leave it. However, but let's have a look at the actual story itself. This is quite damning. Forever chemicals. Yeah, forever chemicals in the tap water. It's basically it's poison. A substance found in hundreds of drinking water samples have been categorised by the WHO as carcinogenic. The move will increase pressure on the UK government to take action. PFOA, and I'm not even going to bother trying to say that word, but perfluoroalkyl whatever, acid, yes, is one of 10,000 or so chemicals within the family of per and polyfluoroalkyl substances, PFAS, that are used in a wide range of products from cosmetics to clothing, food packaging, as well as industrial processes and in firefighting foams. Basically PFOA largely been banned but remain in the environment because of their persistence. They don't degrade. Studies have linked them to cancers, immunoresponse deficiencies, reproductive and developmental effects in children. Now obviously they're not easily metabolized by the body, so they build up in the body. So they've been linked to cancer for some time, but a growing body of evidence means that it's now been upgraded to category 1. So a recent report from the Drinking Water Inspectorate showed approximately 12,000 samples taken contained at least one PFAS of some kind. Now this is very interesting, and you can read all this yourself. This is a report. The government have been accused of dragging its feet over taking action. England is behind the EU on drinking water limits. UK regulations and environmental studies must keep pace with scientific and medical evidence. The interesting thing for me is that 17 out of 18 areas around the UK, that's water companies, have been found to have this. So I'd be very interested to know which one out of the 18 doesn't have it. As I say, I've already contacted my company, local company, Bristol Wessex I think it is, or Bristol Wessex Water, something like that. And they gave me, because basically I put in there, prove to me that you have this water, it's clean, and it's got no additives, and it's safe, and everything else, and it's got no fluoride, etc. I actually have a very good system of cleaning, so I have a filter system. Some people use, what's it called, distiller. They use the distiller. I tried one, but I didn't get on with it very well. But it did really work. It got rid of all the crap. However, it also gets rid of everything else as well, whereas the filter doesn't. So the minerals and all of that are good for you, it keeps them in there. So get yourself a filter. I do recommend it. I can recommend Wright. That's WREKIN, Wright, and they do a filter that you can have. It's twin pack. Basically you have that and it will get rid of everything including fluoride. The reason why I contacted them obviously was to try to stop paying vast amounts of money, and I'm quite happy to pay for removal and disposal and cleaning and toilet and things like that and sewers. Quite happy to pay for that, but paying for water that they don't own and they don't have, it's not pure, is something else. And they wrote back and said, No, it's perfectly safe. We abide by all these rules and regulations and blah 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 blah. Anyway, at the time of doing that, I didn't go ahead with not paying because I had my other issues with electric and things like that. So I didn't feel like I could take on another challenge. However, now I feel like I can because of this article, which is quite damning. You know, if every single company around the country, apart from one, has this problem, and it's dangerous, and they cannot get rid of it, then I ain't paying for it. I'm sorry, I'm just not paying for it. As I say, I don't mind paying for sewers, and removal, and wastewater and things like that. Yeah, no problem with that at all. So give me a bill that's paid for that, and I'll be quite happy. But I'm not paying for water. That's just wrong. And certainly not clean. So that's the story. I hope you found it interesting. And of course there was a little video as well, which I'll show you.
Well. Would you look at that? Forever chemicals found in drinking water sources across England. Well, I am shocked. Obviously, I'm not shocked at all. Who remembers the video I did not so long ago saying that I filtered my tap water because of all the crap that they put in it? Who remembers that video? And who remembers all the people that laughed and mocked me, called me a conspiracy theorist? Let's just take a little moment there to be smug about this shot. No, I'm not smug at all. Do you know why I'm not smug at all about this? Is because if you want to go and read the article, by all means go and read it. But it goes on to say and talk about the forever chemicals and how they can go on to cause cancers, birth defects. Horrific, absolutely horrific. And there will be people walking around who have some form of cancer or have had a baby that's had a birth defect, and not once will they put this down to the water they've been drinking from their tap at home. And the reason why they won't is because this water is sold to us as being safe, as being drinking water. And it's absolutely disgusting because it is not safe. It is not fit for human consumption. And people mocked me and called me a scrounger and stuff like that, and thought that I was doing it so I could get out of not paying my bills and stuff. When the truth of the matter is, I'm not the batshit crazy one here. The people that are defending, still to this day, are defending the water boards or the government. That to me is batshit crazy, because under no other circumstances, if you were being poisoned and someone was refusing to pay for it, would you think that person is batshit crazy? No way. You'd be going, well, obviously they're not going to be paid to be poisoned. But yeah, but I refuse to pay for my poison water, and people think I'm bonkers. But I don't blame them. I blame the programming, because I know for a fact if these people went out for a meal to a restaurant, and the waitress told them, oh, by the way, the chef has poisoned your food. He's put toxic chemicals in there. Firstly, you're not going to eat it. Secondly, I doubt very much you're going to pay for the privilege either. So it's the same concept, okay? Take that thinking and apply it to this situation as well. The reason why you don't, it's very simple. It's out of fear, because you've been programmed, we've all been programmed from a very young age, that you have to pay your bills, okay? And if you don't pay your bills, you go to court, you get CCJs, all of these things, and they're all there for a reason. Fear is there for a reason, and it is to control you. The best thing you can do, go and educate yourself on stuff like this, and it will take away the fear element. If you need validation that you're in the right and what you're doing is right, that's fine. Go and do your research, get the knowledge, get informed, and then the fear will be taken away. And then hopefully we will get to a stage where enough of us have had enough and said, no, this is enough now, no more, okay? And they wouldn't get away with it. It's as simple as that. The reason they get away with it still by selling us toxic water that is killing us is because none of us stand up for ourselves. Not enough, anyway, have stood up for ourselves and said, you know what, we're not taking this anymore. And the moment we do, they will stop, because we are the powerful ones, not them. We give them that power.